Good afternoon. I am Debbie McKeever, founder and owner of Strong and Healthy Temple, a virtual holistic health and wellness coaching practice serving clients worldwide. It's a cloudy day today. You may or may not be able to hear the roar of light thunder in the background. So I think it's supposed to rain some more today, but it's still a great day because every day that we're alive, of course, is a great day, just because we are alive. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about mental detoxing. And of course, if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you know that I talk a lot about the mind and the mindset and shifting your mindset, because I personally feel like it is the foundation for everything else in your life. So I wanted to talk about mental detoxing. And if you've ever done any type of physical detoxing, like juicing or fruit and vegetable detox or anything like that, you know that it helps you to gain mental clarity. Same thing with fasting, whether it be a water fast or a total fast. And of course, the total fast is where you don't consume food or drink. Same thing with detoxing. You gain a lot of mental clarity. There are obviously numerous other benefits physically, for your internal organs as well as your external organs, skin especially, for any of those. But the biggest benefit, of course, is the mental clarity that you gain and the oneness that you feel to your divine self. It's usually when you get a lot of divine ideas and when you're the most creative, of course, when you have mental clarity. That's even if you just drink more water. Like if you're not a water drinker, you'll gain more mental clarity. The only thing about fasting and detoxing is, like, once you return from that, if you really have not done a mental detox, then 9 times out of 10 you're probably just gonna go back to whatever habits you had before that. And I'll give some examples of some of the habits that you can change, just by altering your mindset. And you're probably thinking, how can you do a mental detox? A mental detox is really just when you change your mind. And how do you really change your mind? You change your mind by taking authority over your thought life. And by taking authority over your thought life, of course, you take authority over your subconscious mind, which of course carries everything out. And again, you probably heard me mention in another video where my personal belief is that what scientifically is known as the subconscious mind is, of course, the God within us, carrying everything out, carrying out all those thoughts and those words that are impressed upon the subconscious mind. And so by taking control over and taking authority over your thought life, you're going to take authority over your subconscious mind. And of course, that takes authority over what manifests physically into your life. And so then you begin to have all the good things that you desire. And who doesn't want that? So so obviously the biggest benefit of mental detoxing is that your life begins to come into order, which is the way that God designed it. And so I'll give an example of how you know that you haven't changed yourself on the inside, how you haven't done a mental detox. One example I'll use, if you've ever seen people who have those yard sales when they clean out their garage. They cleaned out their garage completely, and they're having like this really big yard sale, and they sell everything. But then like 6 months or a year later, or sometimes maybe even sooner, you see these same people having another yard sale where they've cleaned out their garage, and you think, God, didn't they just have a garage sale 6 months ago or a year ago? Didn't they just clean out their garage? Well, because they haven't changed themselves mentally, they still have the same habits, and so they're still hoarding things and collecting a bunch of junk that eventually they have to get rid of. Once they do a mental detox and take authority over those bad habits by taking authority over their thought lives and changing themselves from within, then they'll change the fact that they're hoarding things. I mean, you still need to clean up, and there'll be times where you want to give things away and stuff like that, but you won't be hoarding a plethora of things, in your garage that you need to sell, every 6 months or every year or what have you. And another example that I can give is relationships. You get out of one toxic relationship and then you're right back in another, and another and another and another. You just keep repeating it. It's like you're dating the same person, only they keep being packaged differently. Why? Because you haven't changed yourself, because you haven't taken authority over your mind. And once you take authority over your mind and change yourself from within, it'll change who you're attracting. As long as you're the same person, you're gonna keep attracting the same kind of people. So you're just gonna be dating the same person over and over. Same thing with friendships. You get rid of one set of toxic friends that are full of drama, only to gain another set. Why? Again, because you have not changed yourself. You're still the same person, inside. And so because you haven't changed yourself mentally, which of course it takes mental change in order to change yourself on the outside, everything changes on the inside first, and then it changes, physically, in your physical world. And so once you change yourself, then you start attracting a better tribe. Jobs or another one. You leave one dead-end job and you're back in, another dead-end job. So really all it is a different company of, you've heard the saying, same stuff, different day. So, it's the same old stuff, just a different company, because you haven't really changed yourself mentally. I'm not saying you can't get into situations where you might, have to leave a job that was good because you moved or something like that, and then you end up at a toxic job. Life happens. But if you keep finding yourself just repeating the same patterns over and over, whether it be a job or relationship, whatever it is, if you're repeating the same patterns, then you need to do an internal check, because there's only one common denominator in all of that, and that's the man in the mirror. That's you. You're the only common denominator in all these dead-end jobs, these toxic relationships, these bad friendships, these garage sales that you keep having to have. Whatever it is, you're the only common denominator. So at some point, you have to admit that you are the problem. So while it's good to fast and do the physical detoxing, at some point you have to do the mental detoxing. And it could be helpful to do a fast or the physical detoxing before you attempt to take authority over your thought life, because like I mentioned in the beginning, it does help you to gain more clarity when you detox from physical food, particularly processed foods and junk and things like that. Like once you rid yourself of those things and drink more water, then you gain more clarity, and it'll help you to take authority over your thought life. So then you're not cleaning out your closet every 3 months or every 6 months or every year, because you keep hoarding things back up in it, because you haven't changed your mentality, and therefore have not changed your habits yet. So like always, the foundation of it all, the root of it all is, my favorite thing, the mindset. And so, I can say that I have successfully transformed my own mindset from that of a chronic worrier I was a person who worried just chronically, and I was an avid overthinker. I've managed to transform my own mindset into that of a person who has total and complete peace in any circumstance, even a circumstance where I probably should be anxious or worried. I'm not, and I've successfully transformed my mindset, and that's what I help my clients to do, to shift their mindsets. So anyway, that is a wrap. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love if you would subscribe to the videos. If you do decide to subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. That way you'll be notified when I release new videos. I felt a little drop of rain while I was making this video, so I'm gonna head out of here and get back inside the house. But anyway, thank you for watching, and make it a fantastic day.